Thanks so much for joining me for my June favorites. If it looks like I'm not wearing much makeup, it's a very natural look. In fact, it's a little bit imperfect as well. I don't have everything perfectly even in terms of skin tone, and that's by design. I've really been loving the minimal look. Don't worry, we'll get back to maximalist makeup, but I know so many of you also enjoy this everyday makeup. If you saw the side-by-side that I did, maybe I'll put a thumbnail here, of the on versus off-camera makeup, I have off-camera makeup on, but I also have SPF really nicely protecting my skin. But I wanted to start off with one of the reasons why I can do this kind of makeup now without so much effort. Before, it was almost impossible for me to be able to do this makeup because of the dark spots that I have. So I have been working on them for many years, but this product, this little duo here, which I know several of you have picked up also and let me know you're getting some nice results. This is by Dermalogica. It's the powerbright Dark Spot Peel and the powerbright Dark Spot Serum. So these together work really nicely. So this one, it says to leave on for 15 to 20 minutes, starting daily for 4 to 5 days, and you taper off 2 to 3 times a week. So if you wanted to try this, make sure to follow the directions. And another thing I start off with is sometimes I'll skip moisturizer altogether, but I've had some like dryness on my face if you saw one of my recent videos. So I've been going in with this Bio Lifting Oil-Free Fluid Plus. This is by Chantecaille. Oh yeah, I wanted to also talk about some tools. I know they're not as maybe exciting as makeup sometimes, but they really do something for me that helps increase the visibility of the contours of my face. So I went in with the Nuface. This is the mini one, but I am ordering the regular size because I have these and mine shattered. So these are the Trinity Nuface attachments that I really want to try. And I also have this one. It's the Wrinkle Reducer. So I've been waiting to try them and I'm going to pick that one up. I also traveled with this, so I'm putting this back in my little travel kit here. This is a Zip Halo. And anytime I can find a discount for you, I will either post it down below. In fact, I think there's one for this now, so check the description box below. But if not, anytime there's one, I'll post in the community tab as well. These are things I use daily. Let me show you the difference. And I think they updated the mini, so this is kind of the idea though of how slim this one is compared to this, and this is lighter as well. So just keep it in here. So if you want to see what's in here, I'm going to be filming a vlog later showing everything that's in there because I'm getting ready to go to a YouTube Nordstrom event. So make sure to tune to the next vlog for that also. Also, I keep my mask in here. This is the Current Body LED mask. If you've never seen this before, it's flexible. So you can get it as close to the face as possible. It's got a Velcro on it. You can also be mobile. So you just turn it on like this and you can see the lights there and then it beeps when it's done. I also have the neck and deck that is applied here. So when I put the face mask on, I've got this on as well. I do really rely on devices that can help decrease the amount of makeup that I need to put on my face. So that's why I go in with those. I think those are important parts of my routine. I don't think I talk about as much. I've had so many kind questions about how I look 10 to 20 years younger than I actually am. I am in my 50s if you're not aware, 52 specifically. So if you'd like to hear about those intentional choices that I make, then make sure to tune into that video. But this is another one that I noticed is back on the Chantecaille site. They have a low microcurrent device as well, and this is a solar panel here. And this can also be used for similar kinds of results. So those are the things that I do that can help me not apply as much makeup. So for me, makeup serves a purpose. Of course, I enjoy playing with it as well, but I really want that even skin tone. I want things lifted. Before I do any makeup, that's what I really like doing. Usually there is a promotion, but I'll list current promotions down below. And then again, keep an eye on the community tab. Anytime that pops up, I will put those there because I use these things daily. So taking care of dark spots, toning, getting an uplifted look so I don't have to add as much contour or bronzer, that kind of thing. And then I like to go for really smooth kind of appearance to my skin. I love this by Chanel. It's their primer. It's a mattifying primer. And let me just show you. This is what it looks like. And it's translucent. So once you work that in, it's translucent. And this does a really nice job of smoothing that area over, especially if I skip powder. Because you know I love the Perfect Blur powder, but I skipped it. And if I'm not going to be able to smooth over the surface with that powder, which that does really nicely, I want a smooth surface to begin with. And this helps provide that smooth surface for me. But I actually forgot to apply it today, but I have been applying it and I need to take it with me to the event because I will be using this. And then I like a really sheer coverage. I've shown these in vlogs, but I don't think I've talked about them as much in sit down videos. One of the most sheer products that I've been putting on my face, and I'm searching because I have so many things here, are these products by Chantcaille. So this is the Sheer Glow Rose Face Tint, and this is the Sheer Glow Bronze Face Tint. You can either mix them together, or you can use them separately, or use this as a highlighter, the Rose Glow, which is what I have as a bit of a highlighter today. And let me just swatch them for you. I'm gonna try something different here because I don't know. I feel like maybe the lighting is a little bit different when I move to a different location to swatch these. So let me swatch them here, and then you let me know if you want dedicated, like close-up videos of swatches, or is this good? So let me know. It will change accordingly. Okay, let me just stand up. So here we have the Rose Glow Face Tint, and then we have the Bronze Glow Face Tint. I almost forgot to mention SPF. So of course, SPF, I have that on, and I love this one by Sisley, but I feel like this is all I talk about lately. This one, it's beautiful. It stays in place. There's so much that I love about this. It's brightening, so definitely still using this, but I wanted to demonstrate something else in case you want something more sheer also. So I traveled with this. This is This is by Bloom Effects. It's the Shield and Glow, and this one is translucent. Like, let me just show you. It's translucent, and I'll try it on my face also for you. Actually, I have it on this side of my face. And then we also have here the Chantecaille. This is an oil-free SPF 45 primer as well. So I have it on this side of my face. So it comes out like this, it's fluid, and then you just work it in. And then it also is translucent. So both of those are nice options. I also really enjoy these products, which are not new. I've been traveling with little decanted versions of these. This is the No. 1 de Chanel. It provides a nice filtering effect. So if these products, the Chantecaille products that I just showed you, if they're too hydrating for you, this is a nice option. This is the No. 1 de Chanel. These are the skin enhancers. So we have here the soft pink, and this is medium coral. Did I call it warm coral? This is medium coral. And then I have another sheer product, actually 2 sheer products. I have one on my face right now if you don't want any of that glow. So I have here, this is the Chantecaille Future Skin Gel. That is what is on my face right now. It's also very sheer. I have this in cream. Feels very much like skincare, this product. It's beautiful and it melts into the skin. The range that this works with is really wide. So I am typically BD41 in Chanel products. And then in Chantecaille, tan and wheat were what I used in that video featuring the Sunstone products. But this is in cream. So it looks light, but it works really nicely on my skin. The other one that I've been enjoying is the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Tint. This one's in medium plus. So actually I will stand up and show you both of these next to each other so you can get a good idea. But medium plus even adds a little bit of color for me. Like I could probably do medium in the center and then medium plus. So this is the Chantecaille product, the Future Skin Gel, and this is the Water Fresh Tint in medium plus. And then I've been really enjoying just very light concealing. So again, it's probably imperfect and it's a little bit shiny because I skipped powder today. But this is the Chantecaille Camoflauge Stylo. I used it on my dark spots and I used it right here under the eyes. I did not use the Chanel concealer today. But if I do want to lighten up on that, I'll use that Chanel concealer and then put the Rose Glow on top of it, the Chantecaille product I just talked about. But here is 4C in the concealer. So it's a little bit peachy, which is perfect because it's for dark spots and then also right in this darkest area under my eye. Of course, Jones Road Beauty brow product. I went in with this. I'm keeping my brows nice and full, but not as heavy. So I go in with this Jones Road eyebrow gel in clear. So that's how I'm going in with a more full brow, but not as dramatic. So I like that combination. I feel like it really works with this whole look. Of course, we have here Trench that I use in my under eye area to just cancel it out. That makes a huge difference on me. And I'm swatching these because I'll show them to you momentarily. Actually, let me stand up here and show you. Chantecaille in 4C, Le Camoflauge Stylo, Jones Road Beauty Light Brown, and then we have here Trench. This is by Victoria Beckham. Oh yeah, I'm gonna inject some of the other non-makeup-y items in here because I usually forget and then I just forget to talk about them. So the Beautifect Box, and I'll put an insert here of what it looks like. I'm taking that with me. I like it for everyday makeup as well as my essentials, so I know my essentials are always there. I like that it has a nice light up mirror in it, and then it's adjustable, so it doesn't just flop open. You can position the mirror where you want it, and then all of my essentials fit inside. So I'm taking that to LA. Oh yeah, and then I'm also using my Monos luggage. So I talked about this during the anniversary sale. So this is one of many, actually maybe I'll take a video of all of the things we have together, not all of them, but a lot of the things that we have by Monos, including, gosh, I even have their packing cubes. So that has been a favorite. We take different things depending on what we're taking with us. So I had my laptop the last time, so I took the one with the zipper, but this time I'm not taking my laptop, so I'm gonna take the silver one. Then I'm taking my Nordstrom Moonlight pajama set with me. I traveled with that all month. Really lightweight pajama, and I had my stepdaughters asking me about this particular set. They both liked it, so I'm loving those as well. Mine has black with white piping on it, but they also have different colors and styles, and I'm hoping to see some of the other ones in person, because if there's something that I love, or maybe to purchase as gifts, I will pick them up. So I like to see things in person as well, but I can tell you that the black ones with the white piping are really nice. And I've had mine for several months now, and they wash really well. So I just put them in the wash, and then I will either lay them flat if you want them to look really nice for a while, or I just do like an air dry on them so they don't get that much heat on them. So continuing with some makeup, I got here the Ciele SPF 50, and this is in Kristy. I have on this blush now, and I love that it covers this part of my face where I have the highest points, where my cheekbones are, because that's where the sun will hit if it's going to hit anything, and I'm not being super careful. Yeah, I'll tilt my hats depending on where the sun is, but sometimes the light is bouncing off of the surface and then it hits my face. So here is another layer of SPF, and this is in the shade Kristy. And then also, I've been loving this other product by Ciele. It's their bronzer, and that's what I have here. And then when I demo this, I show you how I apply it here, but then also up front. So I've been trying to do that to kind of balance out the contrast between the dark spots and the rest of my face. And I figure maybe if I add some color here, maybe those dark spots won't stand out as much. So this is in the shade Tan. And there are a few shades, actually I think there are 4 shades here in this bronzer, but I've been using it nonstop. I'm surprised there's this much left of it, because I've been using it pretty much daily, and it's so easy to travel with. It's in this stick form. So this is the blush in Kristy that I just talked about, and then here we have the bronzer in Tan. It's a really lovely shade. It was the warmest one I think I could find. Really nice. I'm also trying to keep an eye on some of the products that are coming back into stock on Nordstrom. Sometimes they come back into stock on the sale. So I have like a shop almost that I was able to set up on the, what is it called? Let me look, because it's fairly new. If you go on to my channel, you can go to store, and you can see that I have the anniversary sale there, and then I can add pics to it. And if something comes back into stock, I'm going to put it there, because I have my eye on a cardigan. I'm wondering if they have it. I really want to take a look at it. And then there was a cute bag that I found also, so make sure to check that. Speaking of bags, I have been really enjoying this for travel. So when we travel to the Midwest, we're always taking extra things with us. So I try to fit as much as I possibly can. And this came in really handy. So this is a Longchamp bag. I did recommend one. It's an expandable one also, but if you look at the one that I have, my handles are shorter than the one that I recommended. I don't think this one's on sale. But what I love about this is that it's so compact when you put it away. Like, this is how compact it is. But let me just show you if you haven't seen this before. And then you open it like this, and it becomes this big, and that's not even how big it becomes. This is a zipper here that expands it even more. When I just got makeup on it, that's nice. Let me just show you how large this is, and I can leave the dimensions to this one. This is how big it gets. But this is my travel bag. And actually, that's the one I'm going to be putting my Beautifect Box in, and also I will be putting my Dyson Airwrap in there. I'm going to travel with that. And then anything I don't totally smash, I'll put this in there as well. So I'm gonna pack all of these things again in that vlog if you want to see. Then I'll also have that suitcase, and then maybe my backpack. We'll see. I know it's only for a very short amount of time, but I like to have, especially when it's for something like this event, I wanna make sure I have everything that I need. Of course, we cannot forget Ciele Longest Lash Mascara. I went without eyeshadow today. So I don't have eyeshadow. I just took some of the excess bronzer that I had on, and then I applied the Ciele Longest Lash Mascara which, you know, is my favorite. So when I go without eyeshadow like this, I'm actually pretty comfortable without eyeshadow eyeliner right now. I feel like it's taken me a moment to get used to seeing my face without eyeshadow and eyeliner, but I think it looks really fresh. I would love to find something that has a little bit of glow just for the eyelid or just to build in some contour, but I think my bone structure allows me to not wear eyeshadow. But it's the mascara that makes the biggest difference for me. So that's why I love the Pocia Longest Lash Mascara as much as I do. It just can build up that area without me putting on any other eye makeup. Oh, I did want to mention, and I knew this would happen, I knew that those New Balance 327s would go out of stock. I think they were like 20% off. However, I would have purchased those full price. That's how much I liked them. So I'm going to see if I can find something like those for you in that colorway, because I have 3 pairs. I'll show you a little quick snippet of the ones that I have, but the ones on the sale reminded me of the very first pair that I have that are pretty grimy now. I've had them for a while and I travel with those. Like, those shoes have been all over the world. So I have traveled with that very first pair, which is why I'd like another one like them. So I will try my best to find something very similar to the one that we saw on the sale. And again, if those come into stock, I'll make sure to post about them. But I did want to mention how much I do love those. So even at full price, if I can find something on that colorway, I know they'll get used. So I've been loving the idea of integrating some of those active ingredients in skincare for the face for the rest of the body. So this one is not new. It's a retinol hand cream by Chantcaille, which I've been loving. I apply this one at night because I wash my hands so often that I don't want to wash all of this away. So I apply this at night, nice and fluid. And then also they have this Rose de May body cream with retinol. So if you haven't seen this before, it's lovely. And then I especially like this. It's nice and creamy. It's like a mayonnaise kind of consistency. I like this on my elbows because I get dry elbows. So I really like it for that. Those are the very specific areas I make sure to try to take care of. And the Rose de May lip balm I love as well. So these are all go-tos. Since I'm not wearing powder, I really like applying some hydration on top of that, especially when it's hotter too. This kind of cools me down. This is the Rose de May Pure Rose Water. Yeah, it feels so nice. And for lip color, I really have been using this. I mean, it's almost gone. This is the Prada, the lip balm in the blue. It's the one that reacts to pH, and I have it on now. So for me, it doesn't do anything super pink. I wish I got a little bit more color, but it adds just enough of a no makeup kind of a thing. I mean, it's almost like no makeup at all. No makeup almost, but it just gives a hint of pink, which I think is perfect with this pretty much no makeup look. I used the Air Wrap today, and I love the Air Straight and the Air Wrap. They both come in really handy, and that is one of the other things. I don't like to damage my hair. Dyson hair products have technology that helps not damage the hair, which I really appreciate about them. That's why I rely on those things to style my hair. And then for fragrance, so you have fragrances out here. I just pulled them out. So usually they're in there. I try and keep them out of the light and as protected as possible and in a cool enough space. I love what I love, and there are several here. So we've got Basilico and Fellini, which I love for the summer, and I've talked about this, I don't even know how many years I've talked about this, but I always pull this out in summer. It smells like fresh garden, like of course that you've picked basil out of the garden, and it just reminds me of summer in Italy. It just reminds me of that. And then we have here the Baccarat Rouge. I think this is one of the more complex, more sophisticated fragrances that I love, because once it gets really complex, it's not my favorite. But this is a clean yet complex fragrance. Very, very sophisticated. I can dress this one up or dress it down. And then I'm hoping to look at the Discovery Kit. I hope I can see that in store, because I do want to smell the other fragrances, because if I love this one so much, I'm hoping to love the other ones. And you can see how much I used this. This is a small bottle, but I wish they were all this small because that's how much fragrance. I don't wear that much, but I really enjoy it. And then we have Chantecaille fragrances over here. And today I selected, because I wanted a nice fresh, I mean, actually any of these would have worked, but I wanted something really fresh, clean. So I selected Vetiver today for this look. It's clean, it's got a woodsy element to it, nothing sweet and pungent about this one. It's lovely if you like those cleaner, woodsy based scents. I do feel like I forgot something because I put so little actual makeup on my face, but I really wanted to talk about those things that help me not to have to put as much makeup on my face, because I really like just an even skin tone, lifted, healthy glow. And I do want to make sure I have SPF protection as well. I'll be talking about those intentional things that I do to help me look younger than my age. So again, look for that video. It's coming soon, within the week. And do let me know what you've been loving for summer and for travel. I'd love to know. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.